How's it going, guys? Weekly Wednesday wrap up. I got a lot of stuff for you guys today. No breaks. Um, 2012 Press Pass Sports Town. Those 10 boxes that I believe are going to go online. I haven't decided if I'm in sell them by the box or just take the packs out and sell them that way. Um, just I was happy with the 10 boxes we already opened. Plus, they're not reselling that well, so I think the only way I'm gonna make somewhat of the money back is if I sell them by the box now or by the pack. So with that said, I'll show you some highlights that I got from a case though. But let's get started with the show. Um, First, we're gonna start NFL. Uh, Even though we're not in season yet, right now there's still a lot of news coming out. A lot of players that are injured and whatnot. Um, Sorry, this could be time sensitive. One sec. Nope. All right, can't keep going. So the biggest news right now is Aaron Hernandez being charged with murder. I kind of see the whole. I don't want to say that yet, but I could see it turning out to be another Simpson case. Where it just dragged and dragged and dragged and dragged and dragged. Anyways, the latest right now is cops found a white hoodie and like a burgundy, I don't know, purple cap, and a surveillance video, I guess, shows Hernandez wearing that same hoodie. It's a white hoodie, whatever. Wearing the sweater the night of, so it'd be June 17th is when they think the guy was murdered. And then like 3 or 4 days earlier, June 14th or 13th, they said they saw a picture of him wearing that same burgundy like purple cap. A picture was shown of him on through the local news, and that's all. Like, how do you know that for sure? Um, but we'll see how things go. Uh, all right, another funny kind of update. Big Ben wants to surpass Terry Bradshaw and have 5 Super Bowl rings instead of the 2 he has right now. Terry Bradshaw, if you know, was one of the first players ever, NFL players, to win 4 Super Bowls. He's got 4 rings. Bradshaw has, sorry, Big Ben has 2, and he's looking to gain 3 more. He's 31, unless he wants to be like a Brett Favre and go till he's like 40, 41, 42. Maybe Kerry Collins pulled that too. um, I don't know if they have the team this year to do it, especially when Ward retired 2 years ago. They lose Mike Wallace. Um, sorry, got traded to the Dolphins. So there's a big wide receiver. Unless Emmanuel Sanders steps up, is the only one I could really see there. Yeah, they have some other potential, like, oh, this guy, that guy. I mean, they got Cotry over from Jets a while ago, but I don't see him as like an every down wide receiver. He's more like if we need him on a certain play, like a third down. I call him a third down wide receiver, not a first, second. Every play he's there. So we'll see. I just don't see Big Ben winning 3 more Super Bowls before he retires. I give him at least 1 more. But I don't think he's gonna do it. But anyways, some positive things. Cardinals donate 100,000 to 100 Club, hundreds, and basically 100 Club assists families of police and firemen who are severely injured or died in the line of duty. I think that's pretty cool considering um, what's happened in Arizona and the fires. That's kind of something different in sports, but you guys can look that up. And last thing for NFL is this a big joke to me. This is why I stand where I stand. I think rookies should have regulated contracts, meaning they can't make 100,000 if you're top 5 pick. I like how the NFL has switched that in 2012. I think it's when it started with Luck. I don't remember if it was 2011. Not if it's 2011. I'm sorry, I apologize. But let's just say it's 2012. Because if you remember, Jamarcus Russell was the first draft pick in 2007. Now here's the thing: he signed a 6-year, $68 million contract with the Raiders. Well, if you know and been following him, his last full season was 2009. Then 2010, I think he played a couple games, and then that was it. Um, he tried to make a comeback just recently with the Bears. I want to say beginning of May, and he's been like, "Oh, I've been doing fitness stuff," and he's lost weight, and he was at the weight that he started at when he was drafted. But basically, the Bears came back and said he's just inconsistent with his throwing, which you're a quarterback, you got to be on top of it. So I could see why. Anyways, with that said, he still got $3 million from the Raiders um, because of his rookie contract. So this guy has been out of football, and just recently, he's probably within the next month or two, he's gonna get a $3 million check mailed to him and be like, "Here you go, thanks for playing." Wow, that'd be nice. Even though he's been out of the sport, but moving on to another savvy, um, big week for baseball. Don't worry, I'm still gonna get to what's come out this week for cards. This is just kind of sports right now. I originally said it'd be a minute and a half, but doing these cards and writing this stuff up, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna take longer than a minute and a half. Anyways, to baseball, we go to professional baseball, major leagues. Manny Ramirez, if you guys remember him, signed a minor league deal with the Texas Rangers today. Basically, what I'll say about that, if in 2011 he played in 5 games. 5 games. That's it. 5 games. And his stats were like this. He was at bat 17 times. He only got 1 hit and 1 RBI. His average was .059. If you know anything about baseball, you know, like the pros, okay, who are really like on fire and solid, are over 300. You know, average out 300 or .300, whatever you want to say. Even 250 is nice. Sometimes I've noticed that like catchers and pitchers, they might be good at like catching and pitching, but if you look at the average, sometimes like point 117 or point like 176. That's average. That's this is how it goes sometimes. Anyways, if you remember, he had to retire in 2011 because he tested positive for testosterone. Well, you know the league has a big no for that. Your first time you get 50 game suspension. The second time, I believe it's I forgot what it was. I don't think it's 100 games. I think it's a 1, 2, and then you're out, like out of the league. That's it. You can't come back. Oh, I don't remember what the second one is. I'll have to look it up. I'll let you guys know next week. But then in 2012, he was signed with the A's, but all he did was in the major leagues. Minor leagues, and then he has to be released in June. So almost a year goes by because we're in June of 2013 though, and he's tried to go to like Japan and all these other ones, and yeah, it didn't do too well. So we'll see how it does. Rangers have basically said, see how he does in minors, and then we'll bump him up to majors if we need to. They're actually looking for a left-handed hitter since he plays in left field, but they need a kind of slugger, and I could see him being back in the pros. I think I'm a little upset though, because as of the image it shows, it's like, oh, okay, you test positive for testosterone, so he knocked you out 50 games. Then you leave the pros, then you go to a minor league, then you do this, then you do that. Finally, you come back to the pros, and it's like, unless something happens where, like Michael Vick case, where it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was bad. Because you gotta remember, a lot of these kids out there are looking up to these pros, and what kind of image is that setting for them? Like, oh, you got in trouble, but then I don't know. It's kind of hard because like Michael Vick, I support, even though I hate the Eagles. But like, I feel baseball, I get really peed um, when I hear about players using PEDs or performance enhancing drugs. If you want to be to. All right. Anyways, let's move on from that rant. Jonathan Papelborn. I don't know. Um, was the latest to attack Puig. Puig is how you say it. I think it's or Pug, Puig. You know, the Dodgers player right now who's doing amazing. Last time I checked his stats, I want to say this week, it was either Monday or Tuesday. I looked at him, and he's still averaging 442. Which, if last week I think I said he's averaging 443, but he still hasn't dropped much. Like, he's still in the 40s, 400, which is insanely crazy. But basically, Pepperborn said he shouldn't be a candidate for the All Stars when, I hate to say this, but All Stars is like the Pro Bowl. It's for the fans. It's for fun. Like, what does it matter if a guy's only been playing the majors for a month? But look at how much well he's done, and he's like shot up. You know, he's bringing all these extra like news cameras and all getting all this attention. Well, why not have him go? Like, why not bring more attention? Like, in my aspect, if I was a commissioner or what players association, whatever, agrees to the like all star stuff. I don't know how baseball works. It's been a while. Been out of baseball for a couple of years. Well, at least a decade. So I'm still getting the hang of baseball and kind of getting back into it. But basically, I think they should just let him play, and that's it. Like, who cares? People are gonna say what they want to say, but if you're hot and you're awesome, like hot as in like your cars are moving up, and like last I looked, three of his, well, he's got tons of cars out there, but the Bowman Inception, which I'm going to talk about later in the show, that just came out this week. His redemptions right now, the lowest one I saw was $253 on eBay. Still got 2 days left, and that's just for a base rookie. Like, all his like the orange number to 25, the blue number 50. Same thing with the gold number 75, I believe. Or swap those. I think the blue's 75, and then gold's 50, and then orange is 25. Excuse me. All those are selling for about 400 as of last night. I haven't looked today. I will look at him later, but we'll go from there. Anyways, I still think he's an amazing player. Moving on to the biogenesis and like players association with the 20 players that could be all in trouble for the PEDs again. Players, performance enhancing drugs. Of the players last week, I had said that is this Braum that I can remember and Alex Rodriguez. I also forgot about Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz, um, if you know, was drafted in 2006 with the Texans and has been with them since, 2006, I guess. Um, he's kind of one of their like main hitters. After last week's show, actually something had popped up and said, "Oh, are you worried about Nelson Cruz going out?" And basically they responded, and the brass had said, well, their brass had said, "Oh no, we're not gonna be disappointed if Nelson Cruz goes out." But I'm kind of like, he's one of your big hitters. I would be disappointed if he's suspended for 50 games. Not so much A-Rod. A-Rod came back this week, and his first at bat didn't do well. I only think he got a hit. He could have. I could be wrong. Didn't really look at his stats. All I know is that his headline was A-Rod first game back shutout. So, um, I don't know. I just, with that whole thing, I'm kind of like 20 players going out 50 games, and they're all like, those are the three big ones, but there's other ones that are like mediocre as well. But I just feel 50 game suspensions worth it, but at the same time, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Last and final thing for baseball, we'll move on. Mark Appel, or Appal, whatever you want to say, the pitchers for the Houston Astros. He was picked as the number one pick in the 2013 MLB draft this year. He's a pitcher out of Stanford, which we all know. What happened last year when somebody came out from Stanford? Oh, yeah, that's right. Andrew Luck broke the rookie record for receiving yards. Passing yards. And then he also got his team to the playoff. Like, you know what I mean? That's just, okay, potential was, oh, he's going to do great things, and he lived up to it. Mark Paul, hoping that he goes from Stanford level and goes, oh, look, and I'm in the pros. Boom! Hopefully. But he gets his pro debut for Class A. It's called Tri-City. They're playing a game on Friday. So right after the 4th of July, we'll see how he does. I really want to follow his stats. I'm kind of excited. I'm not 100% all for him saying he's going to be the next big thing. He's not going to be like a Nolan Ryan or anything, or Cal Ripken or any of those guys. He could have potential. That's the thing, is he could have potential. I think he has a lot of potential. However, seeing if you look back at his record, like he was drafted, I think, first in 2010, but it was so far down. Like I don't even want. I think it was like sixth round or something. A joke. And then 2011 he was drafted again. Then last year he was drafted by, I want to say, the Pirates. I want to say it was the seventh or eighth pick. Um, I've only been kind of looking at stuff like this because I'm kind of interested in seeing how far he's come and where he goes. But yep, that's baseball for you. On to basketball, and this is kind of like basketball. I feel right now is, other than like baseball, is seriously the hottest talked about sports right now. I mean, we have. Here we go. I never talk about Wimbledon, but I did watch Wimbledon on Saturday. Watched the match with Serena Williams, and really surprised. Okay, let's just. This is a side note. I know I never talk about tennis, but let's do it. Um, Federer knocked out in round two. Big shock. Big shock. He's normally like big guy, goes to like the finals always. It's him, Federer, and oh, I can't think of the other guy's name. Oh well. Anyways, Federer. And then Serena Williams, I watched the game with her facing a 41-year-old who retired in like the 90s, hasn't played 16 years in the pros, got to the pros, played Serena Williams, and they went one set and one set, and after that is all Serena Williams. She won five sets to one, and then the next game she won 5-0, and that was it. But then on Monday, she plays and gets knocked out. So a lot of these big names, just, I don't know, just not their year or not their event. Okay, ready? Erase that. Now we're on to basketball. Dwight Howard right now is the hottest talked about basketball player. Now here's the thing: if you know, Dwight Howard was with the Magic. Oh man, dude, I just say Magic. I want to say he's with Magic. Oh, you're gonna have, oh, the hope. I hope he was with Magic. Anyways, let's just go off of what I remember. Dwight Howard was with the Lakers last year. Now here's the thing: his contract's up, so he's got two options. I mean, there's a bunch of teams looking at him, but I really think it's between two teams right now. Two teams, not two teams. Two teams. I think it's between the Lakers, which they offered him 5 years for 118 mil, or the Rockets, which is 4 mil. I mean, 4 years, 88 million. That's a big difference. It's about 30 million there that you would make more if you stay with Lakers. But as far as potential teams, Lakers, you still got Bryant, you still got Gasol, you still got Kevin Nash. Like, you still got these bigger name players. Not so much Gasol, but definitely Kevin Nash and Bryant. I love Gasol, so don't get me wrong. But he's got that option. If he goes to Rockets, honestly, I could say the only person for the Rockets who's doing. There's two players I think they're doing really well on that team. Jeremy Lin, which everybody remembered was on fire. I remember his cars going for thousands of dollars, and now it's like hundreds. But he still has potential. So Jeremy Lin, and then James Harden. James Harden, he's a good player. The will to say it that way. He used to play for Oklahoma Thunder. Great guy. I think he's going to do great things. Could get him to the playoffs even next year. We'll see. But I'll follow that. I'll update you guys next Wednesday. Jason Kidd today started his first game as a New Jersey Nets head coach. And he is quoted to say, and this is according to ESPN.com, don't worry. I guess holding the I guess holding the whistle might be the weirdest thing. And the reason why he said that, he was like, most of the time you're out there playing, you're trying to like do your very best for the coach, but when you hear the whistle, you kind of stop. And so I've been the whistle man. That's kind of funny, going from a star player who's been in the league at least 16 years. I mean, I want to say 17 because him and Grant Hill both retired this year. I said that last show. I'm pretty sure that they both started together in the same year. Going off of cards, I that's how it helps. Big news is other big news. Eric Bledsoe and JJ Derrick. Oh, thanks. Got my shades for my little kid. Um, Eric Bledsoe is a guard, and JJ Derrick. And then Carl Butler. All those players right there went in a three-way trade. Basically, this is how it breaks down. Los Angeles Clippers get J.J. Redick and Jared Bradley. Dudley. The Suns will get Carl Butler and Eric Bledsoe. The Bucks get 2 second-round draft picks. Bucks, okay, great. Suns, that's a big improvement. But Clippers, J.J. Riley, whatever. Okay, that's good. Jared Dudley, okay, I could agree with that. But here's the thing: is I don't understand if you have like good players, why the NBA they're so apt to saying, "Oh, these are good players. All right, let's trade them. Let's trade them. Let's trade them." They're not. I don't feel like NBA, and that's what frustrates me so much. Is NBA is not like NFL or the Major League Baseball. Okay, MLB. The biggest thing is when a player's hot, he's doing well, he's like a good solid player for your team. Why do you have to trade him? Because then it brings down your whole level. You bring these new guys, the chemistry might not be right. And I mean, other than the fact that I hate Miami Heat, okay, we're in basketball, but I hate Miami Heat with a passion. Don't mind the Dolphins, no problem. Um, don't mind. I don't even know what other Miami teams there are, but the Marlins. I think the Marlins are, but don't. Yeah. Anyways, um, the only thing I can say about them is, look, they picked up 3 players. They picked up LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Look what happened. They were like, oh, they're gonna do great things. Da 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 da. 2 back-to-back championships. Okay, fine, I'll give them that. But here's the thing: even at the end of the season, they win the championship. Do you think that if they have opportunity and to make money, do you don't think that the owner would be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll give you Bosch. He's the weaker of the 2 or the 3. I'll give you Wade. Or I don't think they would ever give LeBron up. I mean, I just unless there's some contract dispute, but I don't see that happening. Dwayne Wade did great, and Bosch kind of had a weird year. Yeah, he got a championship, but still. Anyways, so that's basketball. Love my Miami Heat rants. Don't like Miami at all. On to hockey. Give me 1 sec. I need to update. All right, there we go. I'm actually on my phone pulling up the 2013 NHL draft because professional hockey drafted June 30th, which is the day after, which was last Sunday. So pretty cool. Just gonna pull that up. I'll keep talking though. Sorry, I normally pulled this up before, but wasn't thinking. It's way easier to do on my phone than do it right next to the. As that's coming up, I'll talk about something else in the hockey. Penguins sign Chris Letang for 8-year, $58 million extension. They also signed Pascal Dupuis. I think it's Dupuis for a 4-year, 15 mil. What's great about that is the Penguins keep their team solid. Like I was just saying with basketball, don't trade your players away. Don't let your players go if you have a solid team. They had a solid team this year. Yes, they didn't win. They still went to the playoffs. They lost, but here's the thing: they still got the playoffs. Like Sidney Crosby's on fire for them, and then Malkin is also a solid player on the Penguins. And I have nothing against the Steelers. I mean, I should because like Dallas Cowboys Steelers is bad blood there, but whatever. Not really caring too much. I wish everything was set up the same way. Like you go to football, and you look up the draft, and it's boom, 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 boom. But it's not. Excuse me. And I have a delay, guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's not. All right, here we go. Go through the whole first round of the NHL draft. Just because I feel that's key. All right, Nathan McKenna for Avalanche was first pick. Alexander Barkov Jr. for the Panthers. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher these names. Jonathan Duran for the Lightning. Seth Jones, he's American for the Predators. Um, Elias Lindholm for the Hurricanes. Sean Moham for the Flames. Daryl Nurse for the Oilers. Rasmus Ristolainen for the Sabres. Bo Horvat for the Canucks as a trade from the New Jersey Devils. Valerie Nikishun for the Stars. Samuel Morin for the Philadelphia Flyers. What's low key for there is I have that redemption card for the Flyers. He's a defensive player from 2012, 2013 limited because it's going to be these players that I'm mentioning right now. Max Domi for the Coyotes. Josh Morrissey for the Jets. Alexander Winterberg for the Blue Jackets. Ryan Pollock for the Islanders. Nikita Zadorov for the Sabres from Minnesota. Just letting you know that was a trade. Curtis Lazar for Senators. Micro Mueller for the Sharks from Detroit Tigers. Okay, that was originally Go Sharks. Love the Sharks. Anyways, Kirby Wachell for the Blue Jackets. That's a pick that was originally the Rangers, but they traded it out. Anthony Mantha for the Red Wings is originally from the Sharks, so that was traded well. Frederic Gother for the Maple Leafs. Emily Poliner for the Flames from St. Louis Blues. Andre Burakovsky for the Capitals. Hunter Shikarnuk for the Canucks. Michael McCarran for the Canadiens. Shea Theodore for the Ducks. Marco Dano for the Blue Jays, originally from the Kings that got traded out. Morgan Kilmchuk, I like that name, but I don't think that's how you say it. For the Flames, it's from the Penguins originally. Jason Dickerson for the Stars, originally from the Bruins. And then Ryan Hartman for the Blackhawks. And that's the first 30 picks of the first round of the NHL 2013 draft. All right, guys. With that said, all this fun sports and everything. Again, pull up something else I forgot to do. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Kind of getting my grounds. Totally forgot that I need to have these two things on my phone. But it'll be coming. It'll be coming. I promise. So basically, with that said, for the draft, like I always mentioned, the 2012, 2013 limited, I have it right here. For NHL, you had the redemptions. And let me find mine, I'll show you. No, that's not the one. Alright. Well, here. Let me get some tape. I'll cover up the redemption number. I'll say I don't trust you guys, but you never know. See, like, right here. Here's the card I was talking about. 2012-13 limited rookie redemptions. Card number 21 for the Philadelphia Flyers. It's basically whoever they picked in the first round would go on this card. They would autograph it and then be sent to you. Pretty excited about that. Can't complain. What's nice about that is at least know that they're on their way. I can't believe I pulled that. Sorry, it was a redemption from 2003 product. Alrighty. So for this week, as far as release calendar, now this is not talking about things that was released prior to this. This is talking about things that were released this week. Because I know Inception was supposed to be released on the 3rd. Actually got released last Friday was the earliest I saw it out, which would have been June 28th. But for this week, we got some cool things. 2013 Bowman Inception Baseball, which I've been talking about constantly because I think this product can boom and go crazy. I mean, it started off at 625 or 650, $650 for a box case. Right now, the lowest I've seen, period, like all the websites, eBay, everything, is $1,000. So if you would have jumped on that earlier, but if we all known that Pug would have been in there, then we probably would have bought for like $500, $600. Oh yeah, because his cars are selling for that much. So like, why not? Anyways, 2012, 13, Panini Gold Basketball. I'll keep going. Baseball. Sorry. 2013 Topps Tribute World Baseball Classic Edition Baseball. Seeing those cards, it's from the like USA baseball like games and team and all that. So it's kind of hard to know who's who without the uniforms. The 2013 TriStar Signature Cuts Baseball Platinum Edition. And then finishing off, and that was it for baseball. Like I said, basketball, the 2012-13 Panini Gold Standard Basketball. Haven't seen anything of that broken yet. So I can't say anything about that. And then the big one for football this week is there's two. Upper Deck released Exquisite for 2013. But remember, they're all in the college uniform. I'm kind of not into that. And the University of Notre Dame for football. That was also the other like set they had released this week. I won't say anything about Upper Deck other than the fact that I like players in pro uniforms, and I'll leave it at that. Then some other like hobby news is the Benchwarmer Bubblegum series came out today. Don't know much about that. Or the Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle Pack 2 War of the Giants also came out today. Like I said, out of all those, I've seen a lot of the Inception baseball broken, and basically the way I would say I watch a lot of cases, a lot of boxes. I would say in every other box, if you're to buy a 8-box case, in every other box, it seems to be like on average you get a parallel. So you have like a blue parallel card, and then there's a autographed jersey, like a jersey autograph of a player, and then you take that card off, and then you have to flip the cards over, and then there's your 4 like autograph cards. So it goes like, I'll show you. So it'd be like this. If this was, you open the pack, let's just say, I'm just gonna grab a card at random on top of my deck. Let's just say like this would be the first card for the baseball, and this would be like the parallel. And if this wasn't there, the parallel card, this would be your jersey. It's like right in the center, and then there's the autograph, and then the player is right here on the left side, on your left side, my right. And then you have to basically, when you take it like that, then you see the back of a card, and then you basically flip all those over, and then there's your 4 autographed cards that you go through. Anyways, can't wait till my cases get here Friday. You guys have to come back to see that. I'm really hoping we pull a Pug or a Mikado. I'll take either one. They're selling really hot on eBay. So that's that. Now, guys, the last and final theme for this Wednesday, weekly Wednesday wrap-up is I want to show you guys my hits from a 2011 Contenders baseball case. And everybody's, some bidding on my eBay. Awesome. That's the sound I get. There's a lot of cards I'm pulling out. I'm not going to go through all of them. Just want to show you some of the highlighted ones. I don't know which ones are which unless I look at them. Alright, guys. So, here you go. Bubba Starling. Nice on card. Garrett Cole. A duel of Abel Baker and Tyler Collins. Oops, sorry. And this is all from one case. Francisco Lindor on card. Ichiro, the reason why I had this one out is it books for high for 100 and low for 50. Definitely saying this in graded. All it is an artist proof. And it's number to 49 though. Then you got Nick Fleece, or Fleece, whatever. What's great about that is a championship ticket, right? Boom, 101. And he's actually a decent player, so that was like an awesome pull. Here you got Baker and Collins again, dual autograph. Dante Bicati Jr., number 199. Bubba Starling again. Trevor Bauer, numbered 1 out of 299. I thought that was kind of cool. Trevor Bauer. A dual auto. And that's Tyler Grimm's Brian Flynn. This one is definitely a case hit, I would say. Dylan Bundy, even though he's injured, okay, it's the first day draft proof is what this set's from. But you turn it over, that's a pretty nice card to get. 4 out of 10, really awesome card. Then you got Josh Aldrich and Andrew Suzak. Dante Bicati Jr. again, on card. I like these rookie tickets because they're on card autographs. They're not stickers. Love this. Love the on card. Then Anthony Rendon. This is in box 11. What's funny about this, I pulled a prospect of him. And I said, oh, wouldn't that be awesome to pull an autograph of Anthony Rendon is in that next pack. Then some nicer hits. Sweet Sigs. Or Sweet Signs. Sorry, Sigs Signs. Nicky Delmonico. Number 99. And this is my favorite. It's a red Chacon dentist or whatever. Baseball autograph. Number 28 out of 35. It's a really nice one. And what I like about this one is this is a pen, but at least it's not Sharpie, and this is a pen. What's nice about the pens is I don't think they're going to smear like, if you know the 2007 Sweet Spot from baseball, the Sharpies have gotten so, I don't know, faded, that some of the cards you would seriously look at it like this and be like, oh, it was nice and clean like this. 2007, you could look at it within 2 years and there's nothing there. All you see is like the ball and a little scribble in like a corner or something. So definitely a big improvement from when they were first done. Panini did a great job on like I don't know. You just look at the cards and you think, that's a baseball. And you look at the baseballs and you really think, you know what? These are two different time baseballs. Like you could tell this one's a modern day. Look at the stitching and everything. But this one's definitely old school. Look at this stitching. It's a lot bigger. I don't know. Personally, I think they went old school with the ball. Probably just got a game used ball, but older one. And then this one's brand new. But the other one you can kind of see there's some wear and tear on it. But still awesome regardless. Anyways, guys, for the rest of the week, the only thing happy 4th of July to all you guys tomorrow. And on Friday, I'll be getting the Inception case in, but I will not be breaking until Saturday. And like I said, that case I've split with somebody, and no names need to be revealed. But that's pretty awesome. I like the split cases. And I also try to do a group break. But I might try to do a group break on here or through YouTube and some of the other sites to see what we can do, because right now the product's super hot, and I think it'd be fun to do a group break, but we'll see. Thanks guys for joining me on this July 3rd Wednesday, weekly Wednesday wrap up. I'll be back next week, hopefully. We'll see about that. No, I'm just playing. I'll be back next Wednesday. Something else comes up, just look at my blog. Look at the Ustream count. If for some reason it's scheduled and on Tuesday it gets taken off, that probably means that I'm extremely busy on that Wednesday. Got some doctor's appointments next week, and we'll go from there. Alright, thanks guys for joining this weekly Wednesday wrap up.